Hi, Advanced Algebra 2B guys. So these are the Algebra Review 3 notes for Monday, September 10th. In this first example, we're going to graph the line y equals 3x minus 4. Now, the easiest way to graph a line is to remember that the last number, or the number without the x, is the y-intercept, and that the number in front of the x is the slope. Now, really, there's a hidden 1 down here, and this is your rise over your run. So if we're going to graph this line, it's the orange one. Remember, my y-intercept was -4, so I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 and put my y-intercept. And then my slope was 3, so I go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. Okay. This is my rise and my run, and I've got a positive slope, so it's increasing from left to right. For the next example, if you're ever asked to graph something that is not in a y equals form, you need to solve for y first. So in this next example, I have 4x plus 2y equals 6, but we've got to get y by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract 4x from both sides, and I get 2y equals -4x plus 6. And then I'm going to divide every little piece by 2. And when I do that, I get y equals, let's see, -4 divided by 2 is -2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And so now, again, I've got my y-intercept, and I've got my slope. Now, whenever you see a negative sign, I noticed today some of you guys in class were getting confused about where that negative went, whether you go left or right or up or down. I always like to give the negative sign to the number on top. So I would say down 2, and then I always go to the right one. And I always go right no matter whether it's a positive or negative. Okay? So that means for the picture, I'm going to start at 3, and I go down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, and I get negative slope going left to right. It's going down. Now, if you ever forgot y equals mx plus b, you can always make an xy table. And this actually goes for any type of graphing. Whenever you're graphing, if you're not sure what it's going to look like, just make an xy table. So to do that, if I plug in 0 for x, 2/3 times 0 plus 5 is 5. 2/3 times 1 plus 5, you can either do that in your head or on your calculator. You get 5.66 or 5 2/3. 2/3 times 2 plus 5, okay, either on your calculator or in your head, you can work that out. You get a little more than 6. Now, if you graph it with an xy table, you're going to need to graph the point over 0 up 5. So on the picture, here's over 0 and up 5. And then you're going to need to graph the point over 1 and up 5, and 2/3 or 5.6, you're going to go a little bit more than half. So I need to go over 1 and then up 5, and then the 2/3, or 0.6. And then you're going to go over 2 and up 6 1/3. So on the x-axis, I go over 2, I go up 6 1/3, and I get my line. Notice my y-intercept for this is 5, and I really did go up 2 over 3. That point lands in the line. So slope-intercept or an xy table gives you the same graph. Please make sure for your notes that you get all this copied down. I know it's a little shaky. I'm sorry. Go ahead and pause as needed, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.